Motor City Sports Talk. Y'all know what the business is. We back. Appreciate everybody for checking in and showing love. Let's talk a little bit about Damon Harrison. Which talks about him retiring at the end of the season. He was crying and stuff. Let's talk about what really happened. In my opinion, make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Much love and support. Best way to support the channel is share the video, all right? And what it sounds like happened is, let me start off here first. Damon Harrison does want to continue to play football, right? I just think he didn't want to play football with the Detroit Lions no more. So I think he was threatening to retire for the Lions to release him or whatever situation may be. And, you know, he shouldn't have took the money. And maybe that's why it was a one-year extension. Maybe he was like, you know what? Not sure if I want to be here. Let's see how I work out this year, or not sure if I want to play. But I do think he no longer wanted to play for the Lions and be in a losing situation. Nobody that's 32 years old that played 6, 7, 8 seasons in the National Football League, no matter, you know, unless it's a lot of money, wants to play on the losing team. I think he wants to have an opportunity to play on the winning team. He was injured. He was beat up. I think he knows he's in the twilight of his career. And I think he wants to end on a strong note. All right, that's just my humble opinion on it. But I think Bob Quinn accommodated him, right? I think he released him. He no longer wanted to be part of the football team. And that's your second best defensive player. Maybe not statistically, but the impact that he had, he's definitely at least the second best defensive player that the Lions had. So you trading your best defensive player, Darius Slay, away. Rams, Broncos in the race, could be another team, who knows, right? Then you cut your best defensive lineman, your most consistent, your important run plugger. So you can't tell me that this ain't no full rebuild, all right? This is a rebuild. This team is in rebuild mode. Like it or not, that's the truth. This team is in an absolute rebuild mode. Okay? And that's what it is. Now, with Damon Harrison, should Bob Quinn force him to come back and play this season? You really don't want to keep nobody that don't want to be kept. Remember, he didn't willingly come and sign here. He came from New York via trade. He did sign a one-year extension. I was wondering why it was only a one-year extension. Okay? That's what I was wondering. Like, 1 year, that kind of should have been a hint that he may not want to be here from the beginning. All right? So, it's tough. It's tough because it's the culture around the Lions mixed with the culture that Matt Patricia's bringing in. I don't think they want to be in that militant dictatorship locker room, and you're already in Detroit where the organization doesn't really have a reputation for trying to win. So I think a combination of not winning and being in rebuild mode and Matt Patricia, you know, running it like a dictatorship, I think it's wearing on a lot of players. You know, practicing outside in the snow when you got a dome game. You know, he is approaching this like it's military. He is approaching this like a military general, major. But he's approaching this to really break down these guys, man. And I think it's wear and tear on the veterans' mind and the bodies. When you're not winning, now if you're winning in New England, this thing kind of works. It works. In New England, if you're winning, you know, you like, okay, I can deal with it because we getting championships, we getting the playoff bonuses, we getting the Super Bowl bonuses. You know, I'm getting notoriety as one of the best in my position. I may not be getting paid the most, but you know what? I'm winning. I got endorsements. I'm the man. I got 2 or 3 Super Bowl rings. This wouldn't happen here. But in Detroit, when you losing, every little pothole or bump in the street feel like DEFCON 10,000. You know what I'm saying? When you losing, everything feel worse. And that's the God, and that's the God honest truth. And with Damon Harrison, 32 this year, and a few injuries, felt like 55 years old. You know, and that's what it felt like to him, man. And unfortunately, you know, for him, you know, I don't think he wanted to be here no more. And that's my God honest opinion on it. I don't think he wanted to be in Detroit no more. And I think Bob Quinn accommodated him by releasing him. Now there's $5 million in dead money, and it clears up just $7 million in cap, just under $6.76 million. But he didn't want to be here no more, and they accommodated him. So at the end of the day, that's what it was. You want to say Snacks quit on the Snacks quit on the Lions? You can say Snacks quit on the Lions. You know, but another thing is how successful was this trade or this acquisition for Bob Quinn? Was Snacks a failure or was he a success in Detroit? Is another question. The first 8 games, the first 8 games he played with the Lions, when he got traded, it was a huge success because our leaky run defense was instantly plugged up. It became one of the best run defenses, in football, through them 8 weeks. This season, he wasn't as effective. This season was supposed to be the season that they made a jump and they was possibly won the NFC North. It didn't happen. So I would grade him as average, C+, slightly above average for the Detroit Lions. And that's my God honest opinion. Slightly above C+. And then you can say it's another failure for Bob Quinn. He traded away an asset for a 1.5-year rental. And that 4th or 5th round draft pick, it could have sparked out. It couldn't have meant nothing. That's why I said a C+. But he didn't come here and change life. We didn't win. People got mad. We should have kept Sue. We didn't win with Sue. We didn't win without Sue. Matthew Stafford. We get rid of Stafford. We can't win. We didn't win it with him neither. And with Damon Harrison, we didn't win nothing with him. He wasn't a success in Detroit. Even them last 8 games, we didn't make the playoffs. And I just think Matt Patricia, the Patriot way style, the grind of the season. I think he used the retirement. He used the retirement 22 fake to get out of Detroit. Damon Harrison didn't want to be here. And credit to him how he played it. When he got traded here, he didn't cry, he didn't bitch, he didn't complain. He kept it behind closed doors. Nobody is gonna come here in free agency and want to play for Matt Patricia. Let me say that right now. When you see how they treating Darius Slay, they don't want to pay their own. You see how they treated 2 of the best personalities or best people you want in your locker room in football, and Calvin and Barry Sanders. You know what I'm saying? You see how they beat down Matthew Stafford over a course of his career. Beat him down. Beat him the fuck down. All right? And you see how Matt Patricia, all this stuff is leaking about Matt Patricia. Not just the media. The media had to jump on us. The players. You see what Richard Sherman say. Practicing outside for dome games. Being late to meetings on purpose to show that he can't do it. Don't count on no free agents coming here unless they get overcompensated. Or they former Patriots. Nobody want to play here. Ain't nobody talking about Danny Amendola not coming back. He going wherever Brady go. So when you talking about a bad reputation with an organization like Detroit and how they treat players and how they not committed to winning, and then you mix in toxic Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn in a Patriot way, hey man, don't count on no Patriot, don't count on no free agents coming here. Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia better smash it in the draft until they next contract's up. Before they contract up. Because they're not gonna get no serious players here, man. Reputation too bad. And now you got Snacks that found his way out of Detroit, another guy. Darius Slay, another guy that's gonna slander the Lions down the line. Cliff Averill, Hakeem Vallis, keep going on and on. Even Chase Billingsley, somebody that ain't even in the league no more, slamming the Lions. They gotta have new ownership. They gotta got a new front office. They need a new head coach. See, you can get some guys here when Jim Caldwell and Jim Schwartz here. They was players coaches. You just didn't have the GM to provide the players. But it is what it is. Appreciate Snacks. I understand it. Toxic situation, toxic coach, toxic organization, toxic owner. I'm not mad at him at all. Do what's best for you. Do what's best for your health. Try to go out there in free agency and get a ring or whatever you're looking for, more money, whatever situation may be. But he wanted out of Detroit, and that's the God honest truth, and that's why they accommodated him. He was never going to retire. He was crying, and he was sick of being here. And that's not because of the city, but that's because of the ownership, Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia is going to run a lot of people away from this organization, right? Even people going to say, I don't even want the money. I just go elsewhere. But we'll see how it pan out. Motor City Sports Talk. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel. Cash App, PayPal there as well, too. Best way to donate is share the video. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. It's your boy, CJ Goodfellow, Motor City Sports Talk. We're going to check out our Detroit Lions playlist for more videos like this. And don't forget, check out the channel, Wild Goodfellow Sports TV, right here on YouTube for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. We going